Guys, welcome, Whew. I'm centering myself, preparing for an intense live. So you guys center yourself, light some incense, sage your place, and ground yourself, because this is going to be a very intense live for me, I know that, which usually means it will be for my listeners. Welcome on in to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's about time I get this one up, right? Welcome, you guys. I see you all in chat. Thank you for coming back in. Muffin Top, my amazing mod. Yes, I got your emails, and thank you so much for coming back. Lida do pleases. I hope I'm saying that right. Nothing but love. Welcome. And today's presentation is about this little girl and what this little girl represents. Hi, Justice coming soon. Hi, Shazam. Hi, Colleen. And that's all we do here is, hi, Sherry, is try to bring the children a bit of justice by telling their story the way that it's being shown to me. I know that there are new people coming on board, and I do know that there's been a lot of questions that have been thrown my way. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth if you hear it. I'm getting a lot of emails and actually some phone calls from particular law enforcement, and I do see that information is it's starting to be seen. Let's put it that way. And that is really the most important purpose that I have here, is for the information to be seen, understood, recognized, and talked about. Because this is information that I get through my third eye. However you want to call it. We all can do this. You just have to trust yourself. And Summer Moon Wells' missing children are part of this sacrificial rituals that have been out of control, but yet they believe in what they're doing, which we're not here to judge anybody, right? We're here to get the truth behind it, because if this stuff was legal, then they wouldn't be hiding it. It's not. And there are many channels that I see are the hub to giving the information. What I mean by that is I'm going to be presenting to you a hub of information that's coming through what I call the families on YouTube. And these families on YouTube are all friends. They collaborate. Hi, Becca. They collaborate their information. They crisscross information. They actually have dozens of channels that you guys don't even know about. And those channels are the ones that collaborate with each other. They have their stories on the same channel as if they're sharing. One of them is called It's Family Talk. And let me show this to you. Let me put this, here it comes. So, again, I'm not saying anything about the channels. What I'm talking about are channels like this, and other channels that don't have a lot of subscribers, but the other ones do. They have millions. I'm being brought to the smaller channels to get information. Again, I'm not calling anyone guilty. I'm giving you information that's been covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. TikTok is a wonderful platform for me to get my information. These channels show compilations of the TikToks. I've also noticed that many of those channels started when Summer Moon Wells went missing 3 years ago. Most of these are 3 years ago when Summer Moon went missing. I have worked very hard to grab the best images that represent what I see as far as where these children go and what's happening to them. I'm calling out on these families because they give me the information that goes back to the beginning, that goes back to Summer Moon Wells' case directly. It goes back to the same, I call them characters in these cases. Benny Keys is a character. Candace is a character. Hi, Kelly. They play roles, and what they have supplied me are the elements. The elements that I'm showing you today, mostly within the LeBrant, Fishfam, Van Clan, all of those. I'm showing you matching cookie cutter information in order to bring justice to the children. I am not the law enforcement. I'm not here to bust anybody because these are all deep fakes. The faces that you see in front of you, I don't really give a fuck about. I don't. I am showing you the elements that these faces hold. I am telling you that the elements stay consistent throughout everything that I'm going to show you today. These little boxes, as well as Candace's, have something to do with these children. What that means is I follow them. This was in a video just like this. To me, that's Summer Moon Wells and a Michael Vaughn. This is 2 Summer Moon Wells missing children. These children get placed in these situations that are rituals that the people doing it have no backbone. They have no spine. They have no integrity, because if they did, they would stand proud and loud and scream on the top of their lungs what they're doing for the resurrection, what they're doing. So, even though there is deepfake used, even though these storyboards about the children have deepfake on top of it, meaning that a lot of this stuff is layered. It's not new. It's very easily done, you guys. It's technology that's right at your fingertips. If you want to go do it, you could go do it. You could make your face look like anyone you want. You could dance like the devil. You could look like anyone you want. Your voice could sound like anyone you want. At any given time, this technology is at our fingertips, and it's being used to take these gone children. Children aren't just gone. Children just don't disappear in the fucking no man's land. Not just gone. I was at the park and my child's just gone. Just gone. Well, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. No one is just gone. They're not poof gone. They don't disappear like poof. They're being taken from underneath. There is a system in place that takes these children. And the systems all look the same. The elements are shown really clearly. Over and over and over and over. These are important. These are important. They match the other YouTube channels and TikToks. They match Don B's videos. They match JLR's videos, Dolly Vision's videos, Benny's videos, Molly's videos. Why do they match? They're showing the same information. This information goes all the way back to every case that I have followed. Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney was standing on one of these things by the water. You guys, they all wind up in these boxes with the number 5 over and over and over and over and over. And guess what? They show it over and over and over. In these boxes, underground. All of them. Kylie Rodney. So, I am here to show you this. I am here to show you these sacrifices that have not shifted. They have stayed the same. We have been following these boxes through every case, and they have shown up. They have shown up for me to tell the story. These boxes always look the same. This is Kylie Rodney. The maroon, the green, the white. Don't you all ever want to know why Benny Keys consistently has the same fucking thing in his hand? Why? You guys, these elements just don't appear in videos of missing people, of just got gone. They're just gone. I'm sorry. These number 5 boxes, these 5 boxes Right there. On the bottom is the number 5. These are passageways. These are answers to me through spirit. To me, through spirit. I don't know how else to explain it other than every freaking time we show a case, these elements match. Why? 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 Because these are the stories that nobody wants to talk about. These are the stories that they don't have the fucking balls to talk about. Kylie Rodney, from the beginning, from Prosser Party, this is Prosser Party, this is Betty Lou from the party, allegedly. All this is telling you, you guys, is Kylie Rodney, in all of these cases, match. They match. This is rounds. You know, this was a very frustrating case, this Dylan Rounds. Because Dylan Rounds falls within this as well. And that body right there laying winds up like this. In a car. In a place like this that I have shown. So what I am showing you today as I'm working to it. You guys have to have patience through this whole entire presentation because it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I start from the beginning a little bit because there are so many new people that I know are listening and have asked me to explain a little bit of this. I don't just take pictures from YouTube and just say, oh, here's a garage. These are photos that match cookie cutters. And, you know, Check a TV, Gotcha Man, and Molly and Benny, they have the same information that's showing underground. So I see this as what the underground looks like. I see that these are places you could get to through passageways, through doors, through gateways. So I'm showing you areas that show the doorways, what they look like. So let's say there's the FBI or law enforcement is somewhere and they're like, that wall looks really strange. Let's say that they're in a position, I'm talking to law enforcement, and they're standing in the middle, this is a clairvoyant reading, and they're standing in the middle of a garage-like section. I want you to look around at the walls and where the walls meet the cement floor. I want you to look at the creases. And I want you to peel it open. Don't go down. Go sideways. I want you to find the area of the wall that is the entranceway to the middle of the walls. A walkway to the middle of the walls. Because what they're showing you in those rooms. So how could I explain it? Let me show you. These families are consistently showing us new construction, right? When I see new construction and I see painted walls and I see cement, I see the children. So every time these families show me a new home, a new construction, I see the children. I see that somewhere in there represents the children. So just pay attention to new construction. So I'm going to be using this family to show you triggering photos. I find them triggering. You may not. I find them triggering because we've all seen summer moon wells in these situations. So if you are uncomfortable and you get uncomfortable, I suggest changing the channel because it is going to get uncomfortable. And those that have an open heart and have true purpose here, you're going to feel it. The number fives. Hi, Jean. The number fives. When I say heads on platters, look like this. I don't necessarily see these as full humans. I don't know what the fuck they are. But I see a lot of imagery that gives me no human feeling. It gives me plasticky feeling. I can't, like mushy, like a mushy plasticky feeling. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a fake head. What I am saying to you is whatever they're building and creating is like this, like heads on platters. I don't even know how else to explain it other than it's like, let me brighten this up. It's just like what I'm showing you here is summer moon. To me, this is the same. I'm going to be very careful how I explain this because I'm going to say that they're doing this, but there are deep fakes, and I just see that this is happening, and this is part of where these children go. And oh, this makes me so uncomfortable. These are faraway lands. Now, I'm not talking about them. Where this happens with the children is a faraway land. And they go in the water. The water is very much part of these rituals that these children go through. And they're not alone. They go through this with adults. They go through this with children who have children. They are sacrificing small ones, large ones. teeny ones, and these are rituals that they do in the water. And the face of these children, it's a very uncomfortable situation that happens. But this is real because I have shown you faces like this. And this is what happens. You guys, it is very difficult for me to speak about, because when I speak spiritually, what happens to me is it gets very heavy, and my mouth wants to just seal closed and not talk about these faces. But you have to understand that the children see this. The children that are just gone. The children that are taken for sex trafficking, for rituals. Yeah, they're like in an acid thing. Their body, they kind of melts away. And this video that I have here showed me the whole entire situation. And God bless TikTok. I could see why they're trying to ban it. And then there's also YouTube. And they're working very heavily together to show this information of these children. And I'm not showing you everything, but you do need to understand that these children are being harmed and hurt. And this is part of the underground world that doesn't want to stand up tall to talk about these things. They hide in the shadows. By hiding in the shadows, shows the world that they know this is not humane. By hiding this, putting this on children's faces, putting this on them is not humane. I have seen these pieces of like skeleton, pieces of other humans. I'm telling you, it's uncomfortable. Summer Moon Wells went through this situation. Now, this is supposed to be the adult, because this is the adult's bathing suit. But I can tell you that this isn't an adult that I'm looking at. This is not an adult. This is a child. So I'm not sure why they have her in this, but as far as I could tell, this is the equipment. Let me blow this up. These are the hearts that go around the head. I'm changing the color so you could see it better. I'm going to show you the hearts. Let me point them out. very uncomfortable. Whoop. They're here. These are the hearts in here. And these are attached to the head, the face. And this child, just like you saw Summer, I showed you this is exactly the same thing as I show swimming at the fisherman's boat. Okay? This is what I've showed you, and I said that Summer with the goggles. This isn't an adult. Correct, Stephanie. Summer wound up in the water, wound up in the earth, wound up in the trees, she wound up being placed back into the earth. And this situation is the same thing as the fisherman. The fisherman, when I say fisherman, let me see if I can grab one of those photos. There is a LeBron Fishman. There is a group that I follow. I just call them fishermen. Wait. And when they're on this boat, the elements just appear. And, whoops, what is this? Oh, come on. Come on. Fisherman story. Let's see if I can get it here. I'm going through. I'm looking. It's so funny. I could go through these super fast and pick up the photo in my eye. It's just so weird. Fisherman. Oh! Thank you. Thank you. This is Summer. I said that long ago that this was so very important. And I said that this is Summer Moon. What you see here and what's going on with her face over there is exactly what I'm showing you today. Everything that I've shown you guys in the past is in these fucking videos. Over and over and over. Over and over. It's a group. It's a squad. It's a team. Effort. They stick together. And this shit doesn't change. Doesn't change. I'm going to put this one up here for a minute. See, that's when I know I'm spot on, is when I've got hundreds and thousands of things. And when I go right here to the presentation that I showed, that's pretty cool. And I've shown all of this as what these children go through. And this here is what I'm showing you today. These are Summer Moon Wells' photos. You guys, all of this is in my presentation today. All of this. So look at these photos that I'm showing you from many months ago. What you're looking at is what I'm showing you today. One day, I'm going to turn on the news and this is going to be accepted as the truth. This is going to be accepted as the truth. And it is very quieting. I can't even use the word sad. It's very quieting when I show this and then I show this. And spirit gets recognized, but there's a quietness. There's a like that, like will they ever look at this and understand that these are children being sacrificed? And this is what I am showing you in today's presentation, is all of this. This is the area that I'm talking about. This is the area that I'm showing you now. And whatever's going on with these children's heads is what's going on in the heads of the children that I'm showing you today. They're just as destructed. They look like it, so you could have a copy next to each other. This is one. This here is the same as what I'm going to be showing you in my presentation. This. So there's the rope that I always tell you about. That rope all the way to the right-hand side. And this is it. This is, you see what's on this child's neck, those hearts? Oh, shh. These hearts? Let me get a closer look. This is what I just showed you. Oh, wait. This is what I just showed you on the little girl. Oh, the dogs in the neighborhood talk to each other. It's the funniest thing I ever heard. And these dogs that he's barking at are like doors down. But it's the cutest thing. So this child's neck looks like this. Looks like that. That is what I just showed you on her head. Let me go back. Okay. Well, these hearts are all over her. Wait. I want to get the ones that I showed you on her head. Here they are. Okay. These are the hearts and the string that's in this one with, oh, thank you, Nothing But Love, for that super chat. You are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. This is equipment. The same as this is equipment. This. Shh. I think I might have to put him in his cage. Shh. Stop it. This is equipment. And this is equipment. As that is equipment, let me grab a bigger picture. So again, this is all on the water. This is all on the water. And that there, the front picture under the logo, is what these heads wind up looking like. Period. Literally. This is what it winds up looking like. And let me blow this up. This child here, this is what I call the equipment. Right here. Shh. What's on this child. And this is, yeah, that dog is really barking for him. That is the exact same thing as I am showing you here. It's white. It has hearts. Oh, wait, let me make this smaller. They have the same equipment. So, again, this all goes back to the water. All of it. This goes back to day number 1. Everything that I'm showing you here goes back. What I'm showing you here is what you're looking at to the left. These are skeleton remains. Skeleton remains. And that's where they went. They weren't just gone. They weren't just taken. This is a presentation I did a while ago. But it's important to recognize every time you see the elements, every time I'm going to be showing you information, it's critical to know that I'm showing you information in cookie cutter pieces that have not changed. They're always the white with the heart, and those are masks. Those are heads, those are masks, and these are sacrifices. This is the area in which I'm talking about that I'm showing you today. Is in this area. This. So that is exactly what I'm showing you once again. Is this. It's the information that lies on top of these children that show what these children are going through. This is what they're going through. And they have the elements on them. So when I ask, why is it that none of this is even being discussed? That's because it is so fucking brutal and so disgusting and so repulsive and so hidden beneath the earth. No one wants to talk about it, but yet they believe in it. And those are the people that are like, the children are gone and they're making a hell of a lot of money. Those are zip ties that I see. And yeah. And these channels are raking in millions. Millions. I'm going to darken it so you could see the zip tie. Now, you've seen zip ties. You've seen this. You've seen this. Here, let me get more of the head so you see it. So I told you this live is going to take a while. But this is, I'm going to keep repeating myself, and I'm going to keep saying and telling you guys, this is the Summer Moon Wells children. These are sacrifices, and they're not just gone. They're taken and you'll never see them again. You'll never see them again. And the people doing this and the people hiding beneath the deep fake know that these children aren't going to be found. They know, and they're talking about it as if they're going to. Sometimes I darken it because you could see it differently, like what's on her back, what's on her leg. On the back is the big heart. Let me crop it in. Now this big heart, Summer has the same thing. Summer has this heart. All right, the lighting's going to be horrible, but this is just what it is. It's on her back. There. It's like a halo around her head. So when I look at these videos, I see Summer. I see, and the mother is the one, it's the brat mother who has, this is supposed to be. And this is a child, and when you look into the reflection of the water, that, let me turn it, that is where I see the ultimate element. It's what's below. These are elements of these rituals. And the face here, this child, looks like that. And in the water scenes, when I go and zoom in, that is what they look like. So again, I don't know what your reality is. I don't know if you see the same things that I see. But I see a child whose face has been tampered with. And I see the ritual in which they go through. What you see over the mouth is a cookie cutter. Cookie cutter to what I've shown you in other videos. Let me get her out of it on the top and show you what I'm looking at here. It's this. The bottom half. See that thing over the mouth? Cookie cutter. It is mind-blowing to me. That white thing in the front, let me even get closer to this thing. These things here, let me change the coloring. So you could see these cookie cutter elements to these sacrifices. I'm going to do it in a couple different colors. There's the eyeball, and that's over the mouth. This is what it looks like. And so help me God, you guys that have been here know I've shown this a dozen times. Thank you for those ones. It's all in here. There's an eyeball. There's the cup over the nose like a pig. There's those things in the mouth, things around the neck. But this is how it was presented, like that. It's all in the water. Trigger warning. I have sent this into my person to show them what these bodies wind up. Now what I see is these boxes with plexiglass. I see the rim. I see a plexiglass between people that are watching. That's what I see. It's like plexiglass. And like they're looking through plexiglass. And, you know, these bodies are quite, I don't know, tortured. And, you know, it winds up without these bathing suits. I mean, maybe they have a bathing suit on, maybe they don't. I don't know what you all see. But this is in the LeBron family video. It's in there. And here's the plexiglass. So when I say plexiglass, sorry I'm showing this child, but this is a very good photo to show you that there is, when they are dealing with the children, when you are dealing with showing where these children went. I'm not talking about LeBron. Their video just gives me the opportunity. See that there's a different side here. Now, I don't know what their video's doing, but this gives me the opportunity to let you all know. See, there's other water on one side and then plexiglass. This is how I see it. No, this is the LeBron family. As they continue swimming, it begins to look just like Summer Moon Wells swimming at the water hole. This to me is Summer Moon at the water hole. The faces look just like what I showed you. Summer Moon. This is what I just showed you from the fisherman's videos, that Summer Moon Wells' children have like this white mask. Yeah, disordered. Right. Hi, Bernie. Welcome in. It has a mask. Yes, plexiglass. And it looks completely like how they showed us Summer Moon. I'm going to show you at the water hole. For those that don't know, I'm talking about Summer Moon's videos. All the videos that I used and I kept are from, most of them are from her mother, right? Let's see. Summer. And, right? Let's see. Most of them were from her mom. And Summer's pictures from the water hole I found very outrageous. And it looked like this. I'm like, these are sacrifices. They're showing sacrifices with the equipment. And as I continue watching this video, I'm like, holy crap, it's Summer Moon. What you see in front of you are the Summer Moon photos from the water hole. And I said back then, these kids are in the water with an adult. They're not by themselves. They're in the water with an adult. They're not swimming by themselves. So these are mirror images to me of each other. And I said back then, this is part of the sacrifice. Well, they're showing it again. They're showing this same information over and over and over. Summer Moon had these same kind of videos back then, and I kept them all. Here. This is a close-up. This is a close-up of what you see here. Now, understand that back then, when I showed this, it wasn't accepted as children with an adult. That's what I saw. But it is. Summer Moon Wells' videos We're showing Summer Moon Wells's journey to me. Just as the children inside these videos are showing the same journey. What's happening to these children is covering thousands of cases. Thousands of the same missing, got gone children's cases. It is a very, very large group that has created a way to sustain this. And they're doing it, and somehow it's winds up on social media beneath the deepfake. And they use bright things and dark things. They use things so you don't see the truth. I always see it. I see the thing in the middle as a head. And then I see the elements surrounding it. I see here the exact same thing as we showed from the fisherman's boat of the little boy. I see this equipment. Oh wait, let me brighten it. There's no difference here. So you just imagine that the little boy's head is bright. Wait, let me actually turn it. Let me see. This way. Here. That what you see in the middle is that, and where is it? Let me get this one. Brighten up this. And it's this. I'm going to turn it the same way. So what they're showing here is this. That is the same thing. See the white thing? So this, the head, the face and the head are bright. And the equipment goes around it. Wait. Page 33. Okay. Here. This see? See how the head, the white stuff is the equipment. The head is in the corner. This here is the corner that I talk about. Right here. That's the corner. That's the heart. This is the stick. This is the face. These are elements. This is another face. See? This is the head. Same thing. This is the head. And when I show information on Dolly Vision, there's no difference on the story that it's telling. So am I picking on Dolly? Hell yeah. But it's not about him. What it's about is that his information consistently matches the story that I follow. His face looks just like this. And it is on the white piece that I just showed you. It's on the stick. Like this. There's always the thing wrapped around their heads. And then whatever she's doing on the other side. Those are elements. This here is an element. The number 5 is in there. And that is in her fingertips. So Dolly is a wonderful vehicle for information. Always has been, always will be. Whatever is on top is the deep fake that he's placing over the truth. And then the truth shines through. Thank you for those ones. The water video here shows every element that I talk about. I'm going to slowly show you what I have here. On her leg and on the body, this section here is what I want you to focus in on. These are the elements of Summer Moonwell's children. These are the elements that I'm always showing you. Here they are. And the Delphi case has these elements as well. The Delphi case is a tricky case for the authorities because, spiritually speaking, I just don't think they're equipped to handle it because it's a big deal to acknowledge these pieces because they're in so many different cases, especially the branches, the legs, the head. The V on the stick. These are it's like a head on a platter. That's how I see it. I see it like this. And then they always have the heart. I see a little girl in a very, 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 very scary situation. Let me show you the adult. Bring this this up. Again, it's about the equipment. It's about the story that it's telling. It's about noticing the big heart. It's about noticing the pieces, the face, the structure of the face, the child. These are different faces. These are different children. But they all have the same equipment on their bodies, you guys. It's in white. Please understand that, again, I'm not saying that the LeBron family is doing this. Wait, I'm going to bring the saturation down. I am saying that this is what's under their video. I am saying that this is the same equipment that is being used on the children. This is the same equipment that you always see. And this must be very well kept secret. Bringing down the saturation so the brightness goes away. It's a very sad, to me, realization, because I see this because I have always seen it. And take a picture. There's nowhere to send it because I just don't feel as if anyone's going to take responsibility, and I just don't feel as if anyone's going to take responsibility to even show this on a bigger platform. There are channels, and there's news stations that, I'm going to change the contrast, that won't touch it. It won't touch this. And that, to me, is frightening. You know, I mean, what? The only thing I could do is consistently, this is all I could do, is consistently try to bring justice by showing the elements. You all see that, right? I think this way shows the best. I'm taking screenshots. Whoops. There are more. There's like a child. There's like a, what I see is there's like a, almost like embryo, like a child. Here, like animal, like a, this right here is a sacrifice. Whatever this is right here is a sacrifice. This. And that same thing that you see sticking in the head, like that stick, that represents the same stick. Let's see if I can find it up here that we saw in the beginning. Well, here I could show you in here. There's always a stick. Like I feel as if this like tells the same story. Like this is a sacrifice just as well. This. And there's like a few different images here that represent, but this is doing the same thing, and that child is just the same thing. It's just, again, all different sacrifices. And I mean, the moral of the story is that these children are going in groupings. And this here isn't talked about. Looks like reminds me of a kitty cat, or it's a sacrifice, you guys. And those are the elements. See the number 5 in the maroon? The number 5 is right in the maroon here. Right here. This here, we've seen this. They show that as symbolism. You know, when I say, oh, these are symbols of these sacrifices. Well, this here, let me crop it in. This here change the coloring. This here, these are elements that appear throughout the cases. And I call them critters. There's the number 5. Sometimes they look like monkey heads, but they're the same. And very, very, they keep it the same. Just the cookie cutters the same. Again, that's supposed to be the mom, but this is the closest. How could I explain this any better? This is the closest to how I see these sacrifices. Like Summer Moon Wells, I saw this stuff, and I saw the critters and the information, but I didn't have photos like this. Like what's happening in the middle is what I've shown so many pictures on. Let me grab the middle piece. Saturation. I had to bring down the brightness because it gets so bright. So when you change the coloring, you get the different views. I like this one because it shows like a tunnel and a hole. Like it shows they're going into a tunnel. But in the middle, are the critters and the equipment. I mean, I don't see a human face. I don't see a human face. Other than what I see on the child. But I don't see a human-like thing. It's so, see, there's just so much going on. More images. Notice the equipment. See this equipment that she's in? Like, I see equipment that she's in. I don't know what you guys see, but I see this as some sort of a game, and that they're in this particular kind of something. And it's like not fully human, like. That's from the video. But there's no difference from what I see here to how they show Summer Moon Wells winding up. Again, it's the picture here that's most important. It's what's in the corner. And if I brighten it too much, then I lose it. But if I bring this up to you, let's see how much I could brighten it. This here is the sacrifice. And when you see the face like that and the equipment on the back, take notice. And this is what's called beneath the top layer, beneath the deep fake. This here is, I feel as if she is in a box. And this here, to me, is as close to the maroon box that we first saw Summer in. This. So when I say they're in boxes with the maroon outside, this here reminds me of Summer Moon's box. So, see the box here? And I feel the same claustrophobic feeling. And like her hand is against the wall. And this goes back to Kylie Rodney. This goes back to Don B's video of Kylie Rodney. And every case that we follow here pretty much winds up showing the same information. There's, to me, what you're seeing here in Kylie Rodney's video is the same as what you see here. That it's telling the same story, that Kylie Rodney wound up down under in a box under the water. And that this situation is the same as this. They stay in this water. And I feel like these children fight each other for survival. And that the children don't have much contact with anybody outside of their grouping. That this here, brighten it up. Let me brighten. That this here is very close to what goes on, and there's little babies, and there's boxes. There's something with the boxes, and I've said that. There's something with the boxes, you guys. They each have one. And if you look closely to the picture to the left, outside of recognizing that the bottom half is like that V shape where I said the head goes in there. So these are very awkward photos. And this person in this picture with her has darker skin. Now let me tell you something. It always happens. Darker skin children wind up showing up in these videos beneath the deep dark fake. And it's what's under the video. So for all I know, all of these children have darker color skin, and they're never who they say they are. Because even if I brighten this up, the skin color stays dark. That is absolutely not her daughter. And the legs looks as if this is a head on a platter. It's very fucked up. But I've always said, heads on platters. Heads on platters. This is like, looks like cement. And the legs on both sides look the same. They look like they are shaped like an A, or the crisscross, like of how I show you that I say that the twigs are and the branches. They're all in the same shape. They just tend to, like this here is the same as the little girl on the right. Let me grab it. This that is like an A-frame. All of this kind of information absolutely positively gives you that ritual, sadist-like stuff. And that this is what I see the Delphi case just like this. And I see that there's information in here that will be recognized by the authorities. That they'll recognize the elements and look for them. See the number 5 on her shoulder? See the face? It's like an animal. It's like a chipmunk. It's, you know what this is? It's how they show it in, let me see if I have it in here. Oh, I do. Hilarious. Okay, how they show it in this other family that I have in here. I see that. This, let me brighten it up. This here is what I see in the fake cars when they move real fast. That is that. So these are their friends. These guys are friends. And he has this shit on his head, and it's actually at the end of my presentation. I don't see a difference. I see these as the same thing. I have it in my presentation. These are animals, like dogs or whatever animals they use. Equipment. Again, Dylan Rounds, maybe you guys never saw this part, but Dylan Rounds in many of his photos and videos gives indication to pay attention to him. He asks for it. Right here. The fingers. This here are symbols. Right there. Why would someone be sitting like that? Symbols. Again, this is how I saw Summer in these pictures. Just like that. If in fact anyone wants to take these videos apart, I'm sure you will find the same bit of information that I am showing. And I see other children in here. Bloodshed. Those little shapes, they're to me, that they're supposed to be water, from being in the water so long, but the shapes on the feet and hands I've seen on Summer. Right there. Looks like tree branches. And beneath the deepfake are other children. So all that's telling me is that spiritually there are hundreds of children. You guys, there's just hundreds of children that have been touched upon this evil. I can't make them much brighter. Can't make these brighter. So this here shows me multiple children. Multiple children have been in these waters. These children have been gathered together to be sacrificed together. Crystal, welcome, Crystal. I hope this will be a documentary one day. I see that they're holding a human between them. And I see that obviously this is not the LeBron family here. These are victims that are being hidden within the LeBron family. This grouping here has all of the elements. Down here, let me brighten this up, is another child. Right here. These are layers of children. Layers of children. And when I tell you that the ones that just are noticed are like the Summer Moon Wells kids, the ones that have white skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, but they have hidden in here darker skinned children. That's what's in here. And for those that, stand for black children getting more attention, because they don't, and I agree that they don't, and it's sick and it's disgusting and it's unfair. I'm telling you that they're in these videos. And nobody is talking about it. Nobody is pointing out the fact that these are not white children in here. That they're hidden beneath the deepfake. Beneath the deepfake. It would just take someone who's really, really, really good at pulling videos apart to get the truth. Just to get the fucking truth. It's in here. Thank you all for these kind words. And then there's the sacrifice. There's what the sacrifice is. It's bloody. It's complete. And this is what it looks like. These are underground in boxes and intact enough to they're connected to something. But these are the children that we are fighting for. These are the children that we're looking to bring justice home to. These are the children that we are talking about. And they're in here. Many of which are hidden in here. They're hidden in here. Blow one of these up. And look, piece by piece, inch by inch, these are called the Summer Moon Wells children. That's what I call them. These are the children that get no justice. Look at the faces that are showing up for those that could see them. Here. Here comes another one. Let me brighten it. They're in the middle of these kind of photos you see. And spiritually speaking, they're the ones that are pushing my purpose. They're the ones who keep me going and help me do what I'm doing. Here's a blonde-headed little girl's kissing her. See? The children are looking for justice. The only way I know how to do that is just do what I'm doing without any kind of expectation. Ooh, that looks weird. Oh, but look at the small picture. The small picture, you could see the 5 in there at least. And those little critters that fly out of the mouth, those little white critters, are within Summer Moon Wells' videos, you guys. I've called them critters from day one. Her eye. Little critters. Kids of sacrifice. Dark rooms. Rooms are very important. When Deepfake is created, it's created in layers of 3. Layers of 3. The middle layer, the left layer, the right layer. Somewhere in between lies the truth. Is that the picture of the truth to the left? Or is the picture of the truth to the right? To me, when I help tell the story of the Summerlin's children, it's a combination. She's behind a plexiglass. So is he. This is what lies in between. A box to the left, a box to the right. Let me explain. Here, right? Here you have almost as if the box is in front of him and he's connected to the box. Let me crop it in. Okay. Now, I've seen this shit on people's heads for 3 years. This here actually shows part of what they're doing. Right here. That person happens to be in a box. There's like a little fake dude in the front that happens to be in a box. I want you to, I'm going to keep this here. As I continue, I'm going to keep this right up here. Reminds me of summer so much. And then it shows water in a place like this. So this is what's on the other side of the plexiglass. Almost as if it's split, the location. This kind of water and walls on the other side of the plexiglass. She's inside the plexiglass. What she has in her nose is a main element in all the cases we follow. Darker here. Again, reminds me of the fisherman's boat, the same thing. This to me is all like the fisherman's boat. I sent this picture in very quickly. Take a really good look at this. He is supposed to be holding his daughter. That's a doll. Yes, that's a doll. Look. And what I see is the same thing that I see in Summer Moon Wells. I see a strap across the face, like a, here, like this, like a car strap, but in water. I see answers. Right there. That's the box. She's holding up the box. She's holding up the grand prize. This is a grand prize because, again, there might be deepfake placed over it, right? But if you look all the way to the corner photo, you got it. Corner photo. Okay. Over here. And open this up. These are the boxes. Brighten it. Here we go. Right there. The boxes. It's always been about these boxes, you guys. It's always been about these boxes. See? Trophies. Absolute trophies. And Benny Keys, you know, I'm really happy that I kept all Benny Keys' stuff because, like, takes place now. Like his stuff is just like so much more important now than it was then. I just kept it knowing it would be. Like this here, turn this sideways, there are the boxes. Right there. The same. I would look into someone who would want to look beneath these videos because the situation and the circumstances are all connected. And this Dylan Rounds video I've always kept because she holds this box. That's the number 5 box, and between what she has on her head and holding the number 5 box is crazy to me. It's Dylan Rounds. There's nothing different than that and this. Dylan Rounds has the Summer Moon While Missing Children's elements. I have seen it for a long time, and nobody, again, wants to reopen those cans of worms. That's a doll. It's not a baby. And it's behind plexiglass. So when you go into the corner of a corner of a corner, that is the deepest layer. This particular photo is supposed to match her photo on her phone. Okay? And it doesn't. It can't. Because what's in here, right here, doesn't show them. Let me show you. Look. See? That's not what her phone looks like. Oh, there it is. The photos that I'm showing you here is as if they're standing in darkness behind a plexiglass wall, all the way up in the corner are these photos. So what you see to the bottom right is this same picture here. It's that same photo. It really isn't. This is, to me, resembles very much so the Summer Moon While Missing Children's cases. And the only thing that I see here are sacrifices. And I see the kid's story. Oh, wait a minute. Copy. I see this. I see a child in the corner, all the way to the right. Under the railing. I see a child. Oh, thanks, Lisa. See that all the way to the right? The child under the railing? These are sacrifices. These are heads on platters. I don't know what they are, but they are sacrifices in the water. And the equipment and the pieces are very much so the same thing as what surrounds the Summer Moon While's children. And what she shows all the way to the right, I see I see a hand, I see a finger, I see a fingernail, I see all of the freaking things that I see in people's videos, and I'm like, oh, there's a fingernail, there's a point, blah, blah, blah. See? And then there's the number 5. It's sitting right there. So I see this as a message. I see a sacrifice here. I see this as, these are sacrifices, and they're showing it right in front of our fucking faces because no one's going to do anything about it anyways. She's basically, I'm not saying it's her, she, whoever she is shoving it in our faces. If anyone really cares, that everything that you see in this picture is a human head. Let me show you. The stick. Here's the head. The number 5. Let me change the color. This is the grand finale. Right here. This could be the front of the book. That could be the front page, because the most critical element here that's being shown is that number 5 in the box coming out of this child's head. This number 5. This little element. And then there's the ones on top. Oh, look at that. The maroon, the green, the white. Oh. Oh. Those are those are all of them that are stacked on top of each other. Stuff in the oven.
I wish I had cereal, I'll eat later.
What?
I wish I had cereal, I'll eat later.
If I open this back up, which I didn't see a moment ago, oh wow, it's all in the head. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here, you guys. It's this is like a total cover of the book photo. Look at that. Oh wow, you're right, Muffin Top. Aha. She has it on both sides. This is the cover. So this would be my main character. This would be the main character for what's happening. Like this here, this picture here. Let me take down the brightness. Ooh. Okay. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, wow. I see so much in here. There is... You guys, this is an amazing photo. No matter which way you turn it, the elements tell the story with babies and children. Wow. You guys, this is an insane photo. Yeah, dog agrees. This is an insane photo. Look at the stick on the side of her head. On both sides, those are main elements. Like, what's sticking in her head, you guys, they're like main elements that, like, main elements. These number 5s, the side of her head. Like, if I were the law enforcement, I would be like, match this shit up to Delphi. Match this shit up to the Wattses, the Valos, McCain, Summer, Michael, Sebastian, Serenity, Jesus. Just match it up. These are cookie cutters. These are fucking cookie cutters. It's like a poster child. It's like a poster child. And that is what sacrifices are, all the way to the left. That is what they look like. Let me bring the saturation down. These are sacrifices. See, it's what's going in her face. Those are elements. These are elements. Contrast. Here you can see them a little better. Like this. Jesus. There are the eyeballs. Here are the 2 eyeballs. How creepy is this? It's always a brown and a blue one. It's you guys, they're never the same colors of eyeballs that are shown. It's a brown and a blue one. See? And there's that V. So these are consistently showing And beneath this video, the faces of the child, different faces of the children come through. And they don't stay the same. Their hair different, their hair is different, their face is different, their eyes are different. Nothing stays the same here. These are different children that lie beneath the information I'm showing you. Their faces don't stay the same. They're layered. And they're layered with different faces. Different children are beneath the faces of LeBron child. So knowingly or not knowingly, it doesn't matter. If whatever is happening, this isn't the child. Okay, that's not her child. That's under there. And the faces are different. They're showing different information, different children, different face structure. The faces look like they're Down syndrome children. They don't stay the same. They don't make sense. Some are just no face, as if it's a robot playing a role, like the bottom right-hand one. There is no face. So, I don't know what's to be true and what's to be false, but all I know is that within these videos that they're making millions of dollars, I'd like to know if they know this. That can't be their daughter. There's no one there. It's empty. It's empty. So, are we all being taken for a ride or not? Because the people don't stay the same. The things that we are looking at in those little teeny pieces that come with, I call the victims in the water, the little teeny thing that she's holding, reminds me of these little things on the bottom. Julia, I'll always be searching for answers for her. And I look for her face in the faces of these people that make no sense. 0 sense. And this, they're all friends. They're all friends. This Maddie Castellano is the same friends, but they show the same stuff in the cars, you guys. All of the friends have the same information consistently. And what I always see, and knowingly or not knowingly, are heads of different victims. So all that tells me is it is in fake cars that they will be getting information, no matter what. But it's the friends. See her face there? So what I saw all the way over to the left was the number 5 in her head. Let me show you. Let me turn it. This here is what her friend is holding up in the car. It's here. It's in the head. All the way to the left is that. And that is the number 5 box. no fucking idea why it looks like that, but it does. Again, it's to show us information. But that there, what I see her holding up, is the same, not holding up, which is in her head, is this. The main event. Whoops. That is this. These are the outcomes. These are trophies. These are worth a lot of money. This is sacrificial. These are pieces. And these pieces match each other. And that shouldn't be, it's not her. I don't know what it is, but it's not her. As that's not her husband. They're just pieces, like I showed you earlier. That is what I showed you in the pool. The hands of these children. The back seat, the hands of these children, what's on their necks to the right. What they show in these cards, to me, are multiple children. Not just one and not just two. They're multiple children that I see together as a group, but it is brutal information of what's going on inside these videos. Brutal. So here, now there's only two of them in the back seat, but all of a sudden there's three of them. And that's not a back seat. They're stepping on top of maroon, green, white, silver boxes. Those are boxes. So when I say that I see the cars as a fake, fake deep cover up for the boxes, that's what I see. I see the boxes down here. I see the green, the maroon, silver boxes. And they're in the fake car, and there's more than two children here. There are three, if not more. And these are boxes that they're standing on. They each have boxes, you guys. They go in them. They go under. But this is in that car. Allegedly. So just ask yourself, like, how is that? How could this all be coincidental? How could it be coincidental that they're standing on maroon, green, silver, whatever you want to call them, boxes that, I call Summer Moon Wells boxes in a fake car from a video I just showed you 2.5 hours on. 3 people, and that's what they're standing on. These are the number 5s. There are no coincidences. There are none. Look at the baby's hand. Look at the baby's hand. Always on the neck. I see this on all of the girls' necks that are friends in these videos. And it's part of... Now again, I don't know if it's on them, but what I'm telling you is they use equipment that looks like this. The fake car and Summer Moon Wells sitting in the back seat was introduced to us from Candace. Candace. What you see to the left is that red-headed guy with a child in his back seat. Summer Moon Wells' stories, you guys, have given us information since day number 1. They showed us the elements. I was able to select them and pull them to the side because I was shown it before I was even introduced to Summer Moon. I wrote about it. I am able to grab elements that tell the story. This is Summer Moon Wells' chair at her vigil. And for people that know I'm right, take a look at what you showed. You guys are the ones who show the information to me. You guys are the one who showed me this bit of information. That is Summer Moon Wells' little trophy. That is Summer Moon Wells' trophy. That same trophy is what I showed you was in the back seat of Don B's car talking about Kylie Rodney. I have kept those things and I have told you it's the trophy. It's the reward. It's worth a fuck ton of money. Each one of the children, if you look closely in these videos, have the elements that I call cookie cutters on them. Their necks, the hearts, the E's, the 5s, all of it. Pay attention to really what these children look like close up. Many times they don't. These are elements, you guys. These are the faces of the children that I call Summer Moon Wells missing children. And everything that I have gone over has been solid since day number 1. Let me blow up Don B's thing. Since day number 1. That thing back there. That's Kylie's. Let me blow up Summer's. Let me blow up Summer's and turn it the right way. This is Summers. Kylie's Summers. That is Summers' little trophy. The number 5 in the box. The stick. All of that can be found on this chick's face. Where is it? That chick's face. She could be front page. Ah, not that one. My God, you guys, which one? Oh, I took a picture of it. Wait, I took a picture of it. I know I did. That's the box. Wait. I know I snapped a picture of it. Wait, let me go back and find it. So this, you see that box there? That is this box. Wait, it even has the blue. Even has blue in it. Wait. Maybe I covered it somewhere. Come on. Okay, here it is. So that box is this. That little box back there, I'm going to turn it around. This here is so fucking critical because these boxes in her head, these, wait. All right, this one. Okay, copy. So Summer so these in her head, this, and these. Right here. See these? The 5s. that. We turn Summers around. Oh my God. Here goes the aha moment. Holy shit. Okay, here goes the aha moment. See that little 5 in the box? The 5 in the box? Here's Summers at her vigil. Right there. That is connected to her stick. That is connected to her stick at her vigil. Boom, motherfucker. Boom. That is how spirit works. Look at the finger. Look at that finger, doesn't even match either. See that? Ew. That finger. You guys, these people are so fucking stupid. Seriously. Yep. And seriously, fucking seriously. I mean, let's take a look at this finger and then I'm done. So these are the gross, disgusting fingers that we see all the time. That don't match the person's hand, ever. Well, you guys, this was pretty insane. Pretty insane, because this here, to me, is a boom. Like, is a freaking boom. And I am happy I got through this. I could tell you that, because I did have a whole nother presentation, but obviously I will do that next time. You guys, what is this? This was awesome. This is what I call the summer moon while missing children. Thank you guys for all those kind words, and thank you for this super chat. Nothing but love. This is what I call Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's story. And this is exactly how I try to give them justice. And I hope to educate and show others how to look for little signs that are beneath the deep fake. You guys, thank you all for coming. And thank you for all of your amazing energy and spirit and kindness. Thank you. And, may this bring justice to the children, and maybe you'll bring a lot more awareness to others so they can go out and continue bringing justice. All right. Hi, I'm Bernie. You're going to have to watch it. Thank you all. God bless you all, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night, guys.